Hey, welcome back to Faded Front Pages, and today we're going to take a look at 5 of the best plot twists in the original Twilight Zone series. And I love a good plot twist. I think that one thing about a plot twist is that once you have seen the ending and you know the twist, when you go back and rewatch that episode or that movie or you reread that book, it reads a whole different way. And I find that fascinating. It's one of the reasons that I love the Twilight Zone. And now the Twilight Zone, it wasn't just about science fiction or horrors. A lot of people equate it with just that, but it was about the kind of endings that made you, stop and say, hey, wait, what just happened? Today, we're going to count down 5 of the best plot twists in the Twilight Zone series, and everybody's going to have their favorites. Your favorite episodes or your favorite plot twists may not be on this list. There were several that, for me, that they could have made this list just as easily. But these were 5 of my favorite, and we'll see what you think about them. See how they compare to yours. First up, let's look at Season 2's episode, The Invaders. In this episode, we see a woman living alone in a rundown farmhouse, and she hears a crash, commotion from upstairs. And as she goes to investigate, she sees that a flying saucer has crashed through her ceiling and is now in her attic. And from this flying saucer, these tiny creatures begin to emerge. Now, naturally, she is terrified, and she's fighting them off with everything she has. She's trying to stop this invasion of her house from these tiny alien creatures. But as we see the story unfold, and the end where the plot twist is revealed, we see that these so-called aliens are actually human astronauts from Earth. And I think what really got me about this one was, as I was watching this episode, I could relate to the terror and the feelings of this woman, and you're rooting her on, you're cheering for her. And then as the plot twist is revealed, you see that those tiny creatures were the humans. In her world, we are the invaders.
These are the invaders, the tiny beings from the tiny place called Earth.
The next one I want to talk about comes from Season 3. It's episode 24, To Serve Man. When the aliens arrive on Earth, they promise peace and prosperity, and their advanced technology ends up, it's going to end world hunger and it's going to end wars. At their initial meeting, they leave a book that the government or a group of people are in the process of trying to translate. And they get the title of the book, and the title of the book is the title of the episode, To Serve Man. It seems like the aliens are making good on their promise. Hunger is ending, there are crops growing in deserts, wars have ended, and there's become this cooperation between humans and the aliens. People from Earth are traveling back to their planet to see how the aliens live. And at the end, as the protagonist is getting onto the spaceship to go visit the home planet of the aliens, one of the group that had been translating it runs up to the gate and yells out,
Mr. Chambers, don't get on that ship. The rest of the book, To Serve Man, it's a cookbook.
That plot twist was just jaw-dropping for me. Next on the list is a very popular one from Season 2, I the Beholder. And in it, a woman, she's anxiously awaiting the results of a treatment to make her look normal in this dystopian, this society that just seems obsessed with conformity.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I shall talk to you about glorious conformity.
And when her face is revealed, the true twist, everyone else has distorted pig-like features. The horror isn't in her face, it's in society's definition of beauty. Now, I love that plot twist. Next up is Season 3's episode, The Little People. In this episode, 2 astronauts land in the canyon of a remote planet to make repairs on their ship. And while they're there, an astronaut named Craig discovers a civilization of beings no bigger than ants. Well, he eventually crowns himself as their god, and he revels in this newfound power. When the repairs to the ship are made, Craig refuses to leave. Well, his commander takes off. Not long after, another spaceship lands, and Craig's perspective is shattered. The newcomers are human giants. They casually pick him up, examine him, and then toss him aside like an insect. So what's the message here? No matter how powerful you feel, there's always someone bigger. I love that episode.
The case of navigator Peter Craig, a victim of a delusion.
And last on our list comes from Season 2's episode, The Silence. And in this one, a wealthy man bets a young chatterbox that he can't remain silent for a full year. The prize is $500,000. But against all odds, the man succeeds. But the wager backfires when the old man admits that he's a fraud and he can't pay. Then comes the second twist, and this is what really makes this episode. The young man reveals that to ensure that he could keep quiet, he had the nerves to his vocal cords severed. Two devastating secrets, one unforgettable ending. And that's the magic of the Twilight Zone. The endings weren't just twists, they were lessons in disguise. So which of these shocked you the most, or do you have another twist that was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. It really does help the channel. Thanks for watching. Till next time.